All right. The end of the regular season in the NFL is here. Similar to how excited we were about the college football playoffs, Wildcard Weekend is among us. So, let's start out with Saturday's early game. The Arizona Cardinals visit that NFC South representative in the Carolina Panthers. So
the NFC South champion Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Superman Cam. Whoa, Cam. I think the Panthers are definitely starting to get their stride back. Jonathan Stewart here, a running back, is definitely adding a new element to this team. Mm-hmm. The defense is starting to look like the old defense of last year that was ranked second in the league. I'm going to take Carolina with Ryan Lindley or Logan Thomas starting at quarterback. They better off calling Kurt Warner to come in.
Everyone's probably going to call me a broken record because, again, you have to feel for the Cardinals. What else can they do? They don't have a quarterback. A great defense, but like you said, Carolina's defense is back in stride, and I think in this round you take the better quarterback. Cam Newton's facing a stout defense, but I think if he can't pass it, he'll be able to move the chains a few times and keep him going.
That defense is starting to show a lot of leaks, though. That defense is starting to show a little bit of tread tires. Marshawn Lynch came through and ran all over him last week. Then Anquan Bolden had a resurgence last week in Jim Harbaugh's last game. So I'm going to take Superman Cam in this one. But next game on Saturday's schedule, backyard brawl, Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. Who do you got, Ty?
The third installment of this year. And again, we're going to go with Pittsburgh. The Killer Bees, one of them may not play, but we've seen the way Baltimore, when their back was against the wall to get into the playoffs, we've seen the way they played these past few weeks. On the contrary, the Steelers have picked up their game. Mm-hmm. Roethlisberger, reliable quarterback. Brown, what more can you say about Brown? This ridiculous receiver. And this defense has elevated their game. They're getting their hands on the ball. They're returning for some scores. They're looking great. James Harrison. Maybe it's the James Harrison effect.
I understand why you went with the Killer Bees. But like you said before, one of the Bees is not going to play probably. Le'Veon Bell, probably the best running back in the league this year. So I'm going to go with the upset special. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens going to come in there. If you can just double up on Antonio Brown and just make everybody else beat you, I think the Ravens have what it takes to make a deep Super Bowl run. They're one of my dangerous teams this year in this year's playoffs.
And I would say that, but based off of what I've seen, I can't do it. Can't do it. Let's move over to Sunday morning. Cincinnati Bengals visiting Lucas Oil Stadium. Andrew Luck and the Colts. Who you with?
Andy Dalton. This is your time. Andy Dalton will get his first playoff win on Sunday. And the reason being is because the Colts are Andrew Luck or bust, and they have not been playing good football down the stretch. Even though they won their division is suspect. I think with the defense behind Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals, I think they have just enough to beat the Indianapolis Colts this week.
You're wrong. We're going to go with Andrew Luck. If it's past week 17, chances are you should not rely on Andy Dalton.
Wow.
And the statistics back it up.
Wow.
Now, we do need to check and see how T.Y. is feeling, if he's for sure going to play, and if he's for sure feeling up to speed, because he makes a big difference in offense. But look at what he did against the Chiefs last year. So you're going to put him against the Bengals in the playoffs? I'm going to roll with Andrew Luck.
Well, this might be Marvin Lewis's last game. If he doesn't get a victory this week,
it's hard to defend him
if
he can't do it.
If he can't do it this week, but the last game on the schedule, Detroit visiting Dallas.
Probably the game of the weekend.
Probably so, and I'm going to pick Dallas. I'm going to pick the Star to beat Detroit down there. I think Tony Romo and the defense. I think they have enough to beat Ndamukong Suh and the rest of the Detroit Lions.
I would agree. You go with the better quarterback, and Romo finished the season with the best QBR. Throw his name in the ring for MVP consideration. You've got Des Bryant up there. If they gang up to stop DeMarco Murray, and don't forget, Joseph Reynolds, an excellent backup as well. Great O-line, great D-line. Should be fun to watch.